98 cents today.
So that's like one taco.
Yeah. Five Things Incorporated. How may I direct your call?
What's going on, guys?
Just a moment.
We're selling ad space on 5 Things. That's the best idea you've ever had. Well, thanks.
It's my idea.
Shh. Have you sold anything yet? Well, we don't really know anyone, so we've just been able to sell to each other.
Clone Cola.
Is that really a thing?
It could be.
Okay, well, keep at it. Your stock is rising. What? This week, David Brent stops by the office.
David Brent, my liege. How are you?
127 Hours opens wide. The Matrix plus Terminator 2 plus Kung Fu Hustle equals Entheron. Malaysia releases 6,000 genetically modified mosquitoes into the wild. Oh no! And Archer returns this week. The American version of The Office has been on for 7 seasons, and although Ricky Gervais receives a credit at the beginning and the end of every episode as a producer, sometimes as a writer, he's never taken the opportunity to appear on the show as David Brent, his original character from the British version of the show. Until last night.
No, comedy is a place where the mind goes to tickle itself. That's what she said.
It was the perfect, short, sweet cameo before Steve Carell leaves the show for good. And if you missed it, check out the link in the doobly-doo for the full clip. My mom first told me about Aaron Ralston after she read his book, Trapped. When I heard about 127 Hours, the movie based on his book, I told my mom that we had to see it as soon as possible. That was nearly 3 months ago. Today, the movie finally got a nationwide release.
Hey there, Aaron. Is it true? You didn't tell anyone where you were going. Oops.
James Franco was nominated for Best Actor for this movie, so I'm really excited to see it. And while some people are making incredible movies about the human spirit and overcoming any obstacle, other people are making movies like, well, this. This is a clip from the Bollywood action movie Entheron, purportedly the most expensive Bollywood picture ever made. A 10-minute compilation of the movie's most ridiculous segments found its way to YouTube 2 weeks ago today. And it's got a number of mentions all over the place. Thanks for sending this clip in, Tom. The entire clip is sheer madness.
Режим трансформации. Сфера.
And while I can't advocate for the movie as a whole, I can tell you that the 10-minute clip is definitely worth watching. So weird. And speaking of weird things from Asia, the Malaysian government has released 6,000 genetically modified mosquitoes into the wild. The experiment is to see whether they can shorten the lifespan of mosquitoes in the wild, thereby bringing about an end to dengue fever, a, quote, particularly nasty bug found in tropical and subtropical climates like Malaysia's, causing nausea, muscle and joint pain, fever, headaches, rashes, and sometimes death. The problem is that releasing genetically modified insects into the wild could have extremely unforeseen consequences. Or it could have extremely unforeseen non-consequences. Either way, there's a rather interesting popular science article that you can read in the doobly-doo. And finally, Archer returned to FX this week.
What? Wait a minute! You liar! This ain't a condom wrapper, it's from a frickin' candy bar!
So? Sometimes I like to treat myself.
Well, sometimes I like to ovulate.
Well, I gotta sleep, so do it somewhere else.
Archer is the main character in this spy spoof cartoon, voiced by H. John Benjamin.
I am from Germany, where the age of consent is 14.
What is it, the Alabama of Europe?
In many ways, yes.
The first season is available on Netflix and definitely worth checking out. The second season debuted last night on FX at 10 o'clock. I know that conflicts with 30 Rock, so set your DVRs accordingly. That does it for 5 things this week. I recorded 2 new drum videos this week, one for Coheed and Cambria, and one for My Chemical Romance. New Now You Know, tomorrow. See ya. One more thing. I'm going to leave you with some footage from the Minecraft private server that I've been playing over the last week. My shout out this week goes to Beanbaker for helping me build all this crazy stuff. I'll see you in the world, dude.
To the 5th. We made $2.02, which is $2.10.
Your calculator uses nickels. I'm sorry.
Come on, you like it? Sound test, chicka chicka sound test.
Sound test. I have to do a sound test.